today's video I'm going to talk to you about Indie Lee skincare. Now, I haven't tried the entire range, and it's a pretty small curated range, but I have tried a sizable amount of products. Five products to be exact. So I'm gonna walk y'all through the stuff that I have tried and just my thoughts in general on the brand. Now, disclaimer, whatever, I really like this brand. So yeah, right from the get-go, I pretty much enjoy all of the products that I have tried. I found them to be very effective, yet very gentle. I'm not fully natural in my skincare routine, but it's definitely the bulk of my routine, and it's something I am slowly switching my lifestyle towards. I don't know if I'll ever be 100%, or if it's fully possible to be 100% of a natural person nowadays, whatever natural really means, but anywho, it's something I'm going towards. Anyways, a little bit about the brand. Indie Lee, I actually got the fortunate chance to meet her at an event hosted at Credo, which is a natural skincare beauty emporium store that opened in LA, and she was really great. It's always nice when you get to meet the person behind the brand and it makes you like the brand more. I already really liked the products, but she was just really fun and real and warm and had a clear passion for what she was doing, so that was really nice. She has like a finance sort of background, and then was sort of taking career changes, and around that time she got a brain tumor, and that sort of made her reevaluate her life and sort of research sort of the ingredients going in on her body and sort of like toxic loads and things like that. So that sort of created the shift, which then sort of turned into eventually the brand that is Indie Lee. And you know, she's a really cool East Coast lady, so she really wanted something that was like great products, but also like luxuriously packaged, which it is. Everything is in really great glass packaging for the most part. The Blemish Stick is in plastic, but yeah, which is environmentally great right off the bat. So yeah, reusable glass packaging, really gorgeous, very luxurious. And then I'd say for the most part, her stuff is pretty fairly priced. You know, she has some higher up there priced items, like I believe the Swiss apple thing is like in the hundreds, which I have only like put on my hand, which it did feel really nice, but I haven't had the experience of using. But I'd say for the most part, her collection is relatively accessible. You know, most green beauty is not like drugstore prices, but the toner and the two cleansers I'd say are about $32, and I think, oh shit, I think this is around 30. I'll double check when I get to talking about it, and this is below 30. So, you know, $30 is still like not the cheapest amount, but comparative to a lot of other green brands, I think it's pretty accessible. And you know, lots of stores do promotions. You can get it for 20% off here and there. So anyways, I think it's a really great bridge into green beauty and a relatively accessible mid-range brand. All right, so that's a little spiel about the brand in general. So I'm just gonna walk you through the products I've tried, how I feel about them, and yeah, so here we go. Oh, and all of the products are paraben-free, cruelty-free, and sulfate-free, phthalate-free, artificial fragrance-free. Yes, there we go. Anyways, I'm going to start with the very first product I tried from her, and it is the Rosehip Cleanser. As you can see, it's almost done, and right off the bat, I will be repurchasing this pretty much as soon as it's gone, because this is definitely a staple cleanser for me. It has a very jelly style consistency that is this beautiful pink color, but this just really works for dry, sensitive skin that I have. It's very heartily based. It's probably not the right word, but it's got a lot of rosehip in it. It's got a very simple ingredients list, and it's high in vitamin A, E, and K, which is really nice. It really helps with my redness. It's not stripping. It does a really good job of cleansing my face, but not leaving it overly dry. If anything, it's actually rather nurturing. I prefer to use this as a second cleanse or a morning cleanse because this is about $32. I don't like to use anything that I want on my face to remove my makeup. I stick to cleansing balms for that. So it does say you can use these to remove makeup, and they're okay at removing makeup. They're better just like on the face. This has a really nice light rose scent, but not in that like annoying synthetic-y kind of rose that we're so accustomed to in beauty products. This is also, I believe, a gluten-free cleanser. The other cleanser, which I will talk about now, I believe is not gluten-free, and that is the Brightening Cleanser. Now, I think this is better for somebody who has a little bit more combo to oily skin, but I do pull this out here and there, and I do really like it when I use it. It has a very fresh strawberry scent. It's got strawberry and tomato extracts in it, and yeah, this is really nice. This is like one of the star products. A lot of people like this. This one is not gluten-free, but it is really lovely, and it has that jelly style consistency similar to the Rosehip Cleanser, but I'd say it's more silky. And it lathers up really well. I'd say both of these cleansers, if you were really used to foaming cleansers, these are like a nice bridge away, or like alternative to more like foamy type cleansers, because you get a slip that builds when using these with water. Also, I am totally guilty of being a shower cleanser, so I like that both of these you can use on wet skin, because just like in my bathroom, my setup with my sink is just like, it's really annoying to cleanse my face over the sink, so I do most of my cleansing in the shower when I'm done, of course, with the hair stuff, so I don't have the conditioner running down my face. And it's a brightening cleanser, so it does leave your skin rather glowy, and it's pretty good when my skin is kind of congested, but it's, like I said, not something I can use all the time, but it's very antioxidant rich, so yeah, nice gay. I will move on now. Sorry about the jingly jangly. There's a little ice cream trolley dude that goes by several times a day in my neighborhood. Very quaint. All right, so next up is the Q10 Toner. This is a really lovely alcohol-free toner with the powerhouse that is the Q10. I have really liked this, as you can see. Pretty and down in it as well. I think this will be another thing that when I run out of, I will go and repurchase. I did not think this was doing jack shit when I first started using it. So I was using it, and then I stopped using it, and then I started using it again, and that's when I saw a difference. I feel like toners for me are one of those things that I notice the difference, sort of that in between time of using it when I'm like, oh yes, my skin is not quite as nice as it was. So this is really jammed quite well with my skin. It's got a nice blend of aloe and hyaluronic acid in it, so it really helps hydrate and balance my skin after I've toned, and it has a very luxurious scent to it. It's actually quite a sensorial skincare part in my routine that I've really grown accustomed to and a little bit addicted to. It's also, with it being a toner, it really is very calming on my skin, and I think that's in part the fact that it has chamomile, which does really well at sort of helping reduce redness, and cucumber, which is a really nice antioxidant ingredient that helps calm the skin. Man, I cannot make a video without a shit ton of noises. Thank you, Hoyt, for your barks. So next up is the Indie Lee. I guess I don't need to say that in front of every product, but this is the Squalane Oil. I just double checked. This is also $32. Seems to be the sort of median average price range for products for her. This is 100% squalane, and it is plant-derived squalane, so it comes from olives. Squalane is found in, can be derived from olive or you can get it in the shark's liver. Squalane is something that our body has naturally, so we like it. It goes really nice onto our skin. So this is really good for hydrating, soothing the skin, adding nutrients back. Squalane, studies have shown that it helps with sort of skin elasticity, if I can speak today, hyperpigmentation, as well as helping with skin regeneration. So it's just sort of like a nice thing to have in your routine. I'm really being great with descriptions. I have really liked this. This is a $32 squalane oil, and I believe The Ordinary has one, I think in the $10 range. I have not tried it, so I cannot compare the consistencies to it, but I have really loved this, and I found that this absorbs really nice on more moderate skin days. I can pretty much just use this and like a hydrating SPF, and that will be enough moisture for me for the day. And I have relatively dry skin. I did an Indie Lee routine this morning since I was shooting this video. So after I cleansed and toned, I went in with this. And then I just put my pharmacy sunscreen on top, which is quite moisturizing, and that was enough for me today. Repurchasing, you know, the fact that there is a really inexpensive squalane oil out on the market, I think I will probably pick that up and do sort of the comparison. I know some people have mentioned not liking the Indie Lee squalane as much. I mean, not the Indie Lee, have mentioned not liking the Ordinary squalane as much as the Indie Lee, so it'll be interesting to do a side-by-side comparison. So if you tried both of these products, I would really love to know how that got on with you if you are a squalane lover. But yeah, this has done really, really well for my skin, and I like one ingredient products because I can know right away if my face does not like it. There's nothing like having something that has a list as long as your arm, and you're like, okay, well, what in you was fucking with me? So that's nice. So lastly, I have the Blemish Stick. I've had this for a while, and it's looking pretty darn gross because it's something that you can use over top your makeup. When I remember, I have this in my handbag, and when I have a spot popping up, I will pop it onto that part, which I have one coming on my nose, so I will use that on there as soon as I'm done. This is something though I am on the fence about. I'm not entirely sure on how well it has worked. I think I haven't used it consistently enough. I think it does help, but I'm not fully sure. It does have alcohol in it, but it also has a really nice mix of different acne fighters like zinc, witch hazel, salicylic acid, camphor. So it has a rounded formula in terms of acne fighters. So yeah, I'm not fully sure how I feel about this. I like it. I don't know if I love it. I've used this on spots that are already there, and I think it's helped, but this is something that's like on the first sign you use. And although I have used it a lot in relation to how long I've had it, I haven't used it that much. So this is be something that I need to like put in the forefront of my mind to use more, since I'm on the fence. But a lot of people do love this. I just think, oh, there it goes. I just think Blemish Sticks kind of things, and I don't know, they just don't seem to suit my mind, since I'm not the most remembering type of person. Hopefully that made some sort of sense. So yeah, that's all of my impressions of the Indie Lee products that I have fully given a test to and just sort of played around with. Sorry if the lighting was all over the place yet again. I like filming right here. I like the way it looks in the background, but then with these windows, it just kind of goes in and out. So hopefully this wasn't like a disaster and I can use it and salvage it. If you've tried any Indie Lee products, I really love to know your thoughts on how you got along with them, and any of the products of theirs that I haven't tried, how you've gotten along with. I really do love the Q10 and the Rosehip. I think those are staples for me in my routine. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you hopefully in the next one. All right, bye.